Welcome to the largest ever free update of Tom Clancy's The Division. In this update, the Rikers, Cleaners, and LMB have all joined forces in a bid to wipe you out. 1.8 unlocks a huge new area, the West Side Pier. Explore this new map extension that includes Camp Clinton, a new operations base for all agents. Resistance is a new mode within the West Side Pier area. Work with your team against waves of enemies that become stronger and more numerous as you advance. Defeating these waves rewards you with resources, opening up new areas, and setting up powerful defenses. Don't forget, cooperation is key if you want to succeed. As well as the resistance mode, we're adding skirmish. Pit your team in a 4x4, pure PvP deathmatch against rival rogue teams for high-end rewards. The first team to reach 20 kills wins the match. New challenges need new weapons. In 1.8, we've introduced exotic new guns to give you new options for your arsenal. 1.8 introduces new engagement rules in the Dark Zone. 1.8 also brings changes to Underground mode. We've added checkpoints, as well as hunter enemy types, to make the sessions more challenging.
What did it say? Play all the free expansions for free. 50 to 10. Pretty bad date, right? Well, that's the launch trailer, dude. So let's go through the patch notes, I guess. Quite a lot. Holy shit. Try to go through them quick though. So we got the new location, West Side Pier. Should I go through everything? New area, blah blah blah. Where the two new game modes take place, resistance and skirmish in the zone. Should I go through everything though? It's gonna take forever, dude. Can go through it quick though, right? Like everyone knows probably about West Side Pier, right? It's the new location, the map expansion. Got skirmish, the PvP mode for 4. They increased the cap to 99 when it comes to last stand rank, which is gonna share with skirmish as well. Classified caches, that's good. Maybe it's level like crazy the PvP rank. Accommodations for skirmish. Rogue 2.0. Gonna be interesting to see how that will be though. I feel like it's gonna be a lot of nades, but we will come to final mission later, I guess. You have to toggle for rogue status, blah blah blah, with no friendly fire. We got Manhunt levels like 1 to 5, and you have to reach the Manhunt station and all that. Optimization station, basically min-max all your gear for like div tech and credits. I like this one though. That's pretty good, but on the other hand, when we have an optimization station, I don't feel like skirmish, for example, should be min-max. Like if you can min-max with an optimization station, then I don't feel like there's any need to have normalization for like last stand and skirmish. I don't feel that's good. Resistance, the PV mode. What is the name? What is the name? I like Horde mode, right? Like Division Horde mode. Also in West Side Pier. Got underground changes, all the new directives. Got checkpoints. And they added hunters, right? The thing is, if the hunter spawn and you dies to it, you die to the hunter, then he will not respawn when you come to the checkpoint. So that kind of sucks. I think hunters can drop. Yeah, they can drop exotics and classified gear sets, so that's pretty cool. Changes there. It hurts me to not see that they did anything to survival, dude. Like they focused on underground instead, I guess. The classified gear sets, so global event 3, which starts next week. Path of Nomad, defense, predator, banshee. Predator, I think it's gonna be really, really strong. Like on the PTS, it was just broken. You play like, for example, with MDR, and you get 10 stacks. You do like 240k if you crit. Like what? Like almost a one shot. And sure, you can cleanse it, but you're gonna get at least one tick. Obviously, to get 10 MDR shots, that's gonna take some time, but still. And that's with like 10,000 stamps, so that's gonna be interesting. Event 4 ambush, alphabridge, firecrest, hunter's fate, tactician. Kinda looking forward to hunter's fate. Feel like the changes to hunter's fate is gonna go through on 1.8, but the set is just garbage without the 6-piece. Like it takes so long to stack it up. And I really hope they did some buffs to hunter's fate. Otherwise, I don't feel like it's gonna be good at all in PvP. It's gonna be so situational. So alpha bridge, 5-piece, nothing new there. 6-piece. Inactive personal version of signature skill, so you don't have any signature skill anymore. However, you will have signature skills rotating every 6 seconds, and they will swap every 6 seconds, and when you kill an NPC or an agent, you will get that signature skill. And they should be a little bit weaker as far as I heard before, but I'm not completely sure about that. It's a pretty cool 6-piece. Banshee, 5-piece, nothing special there. While Rogue, the time to clear mana status is decreased by 5% for every group member within 10 meters. All Rogue status actions that result in a rank up are doubled. Reward for clearing mana status are improved, while not Rogue damage to mana status agent is increased by 5% for each mana level the agent has. What? Didn't they nerf that? If I remember, it was 5% per mana level on the PTS, but they nerfed that to like 2-3%. Like if you get 5%, then you get 25% extra damage if somebody's man on 5. Oh well. Defense. So they changed. Was this in 1.8? Like it's ballistic shield damage resilience on 3-piece. Maybe it's like that now even. I don't know. But that's pretty good. 6-piece. The melee damage is increased by 200%. If you did watch my video with the guy that had some glitch or whatever, I don't know, we melee him to death. I think we did like 50k with the melee. That's quite some damage. After receiving a damage threshold from receiving physical or exotic damage, the ballistic shield grants a buff to the agent and all group members within 15 meters for 6 seconds. The duration of the buff is increased by 2 seconds for every 3000 stam. Physical damage armor is increased by 30%. Exotic weapon damage is increased by 30%. But I feel like when I tested out on PTS, it was way too much damage you needed to take. Like you couldn't get it to work in PvP because the shield would get destroyed before reaching it. So, but obviously it's more focused around PvE. Firecrest. Bullets have a 2% chance to cause an enemy to burn. So basically firebolts are back on the 6-piece. Hunter's Fate. HEXOTIC. 5-piece is 10% HEXOTIC damage. HEXOTIC damage. Doesn't say like too much details, so I guess they didn't change anything. I don't know. I feel like they're not telling too much in the patch notes here. HO double the gained increased damage by 2. So it's exactly like before. Nomad. This is really fucking nice. It's actually the 3-piece they changed, right? So it heals. Or is it the 5-piece? I think it's the 5-piece that makes you, even if you're not in combat, you are still healing. No, even if you are in combat, you will heal, right? So that's really nice. This 6-piece, when I tried it, I thought it was broken because it never procced for me. But you have a 50% chance to have no cooldown for the 4-piece ult, right? And then you take 60% less damage for 10 seconds. Which is absolutely crazy. If everyone starts playing that in Dark Zone, dude, and you play like solo rogue, like, yeah, have fun. Like, if they never die, dude. But that's where when Predator marks come in and you just one-shot them with a dot from MDR, right? 5-piece. Hitting 10 shots without switching target now applies the Predator marks, which makes the target bleed for 50% of the damage already done by those bullets. The Predator marks ignores the target's bleed resistance, so it doesn't matter how much bleed resistance you have, you're still gonna bleed. Damage over time to the target is increased by 15% for every 3000 stam and can critical hit the target. When at 9000 stam, the damage over time bonus is increased by additional 120%. And yeah, that's pretty crazy. It's so crazy actually. Because they're gonna have 9000 stam. They are gonna be able to do so much damage with the bleeds. Yeah, we will see about that. And like if that will be the meta, like playing against Predator, especially if you play solo, like solo is gonna be harder, like really harder in 1.8 with all the changes. Like imagine just playing solo and then there's like everyone is having Predator, you're gonna be bleeding all the time. And then if it's a 6-piece 6-piece crit build, then yeah, have fun. Tactician. I think Tactician is gonna be pretty good. 5-piece is really good. Using a skill while at max bonus will reset the skill power buff but will raise the cap to 60. Using a different skill at 60 has a 40% chance to set the buff power back to 30% while keeping the cap at 60. This chance is increased by 20% for every 3000 electronics. I remember I tested out. It seems really neat actually. But you need to make sure that you use your skills correctly in the right order. New exotic weapons, the house, SMG. This talent though it's really good. So half of the magazine does 20% increased damage. So the first half or the second half. If you have 40 bullets, the first 20 will do more damage or the last 20 will do more damage, right? And it flips every 15 seconds. Alejandro, the big one. So pretty good. I actually like this one as well. You have to sit in cover. But basically like striker in cover, I guess. Or do you even need to hit the enemy? I think you need to, right? Before you didn't need to. Every bullet fired at an enemy, so I don't think you need to hit the enemy. But I remember they did some change to that. I don't feel like they are giving too specific and I don't think they are giving too specific information about it, but it's pretty cool. Like for one talent, be able to get 50%, even though you're most likely not gonna get that. It's pretty crazy, especially for PvE. The Devil and Heal. Yeah, they have. Did he change this now? Headshot increased ability for 30%. Body shot increased headshot damage by 30%. Like I don't know why they didn't swap these. Like if you're hitting headshots, then you should obviously get the headshot damage, right? If you can't hit headshots and you're hitting body shot damage, then maybe you need that stability, right? So I feel like they should swap those. Just like it makes more sense. No. Fuck my life, dude. I can take it from the stream, I guess. Second though. Fuck. Yeah. Both weapon gain the Fire and Fury talent. Yeah, if you have both equipped, you will get both the talents. What? If you have both the weapons equipped at the same time, you will get the duration increased. And you don't lose the buffs when you swap weapon, right? And you get weapon swap increase speed. This one is more focused around PvE. Weak points, obviously. Skill proxies. I mean, that could work in PvP as well, but pretty situational. We got some new addition to the premium vendor, boys. Players can now obtain all new vanity items in collection by unlocking the encrypt catch mark 2. Okay. Adjusted PvP modifier to balance the time to kill with the new stam improvements. I think this is what they did the last PTS, which I didn't try, and I tried to look for information about it, how much they changed it, but didn't find anything. And even here, they don't even say how much they changed it. Because hopefully people are not too tanky, because when people start becoming too tanky, that's when all the like chicken dust and all that comes, right? You die fast, you can't do that. Increased grenade cooldown? What? They did something to the grenades, dude. What is this? What? Increased grenade cooldown to 6 seconds. What are they doing? How am I supposed to eat all the nades with my final measure 6 piece and get the 40% damage? What is this nerf? No, but this is great though. 6 seconds. Like 3 seconds was way too short. Yeah, 6 seconds. That's nice. It's a lot of good stuff I see here. Critical hit chance is reduced by 50% when hip firing. So basically, if you hip fire, you lose half of your crit chance, right? That's a start at least. Removed reticle when hip firing. It's not a big deal really. Like you even like there's even monitors now these days where you can get like a crosshair in the middle of the monitor. And even if you don't have that, I mean, kind of easy to get where the middle of the screen is, especially when the hip fire crosshair is so big anyway. But it's better than nothing, I guess. Replaced all instances of the weapon damage. Here's the statistic with weapon damage. No, percent weapon damage. This results in more consistent benefits for all weapons regardless of RPM. So basically, instead of plus 1000 damage, you will get plus 10% damage or whatever, right? So it's all percentage based now. Like on the gloves, for example, right? Good, because high RPM weapons have always been like super strong. Still gonna be strong though, but the lower ones are gonna be a bit better. Fix the issue where a grenade could be invisible if thrown exactly when going into the down state. Fancy reward div take. The turn speed for all agents have been increased slightly.
I thank you, my guys. Thank you, and the people of New York.
Issues with hunters 4 piece bonus damage not reaching higher amount of stacks with high rate of fire fixed. Fix a bug where the agent could fire faster than the tenant. Jukebox here with the 1 year resub, dude. Appreciate the 1 year of support, man. Can you get some love in the chat, guys, for Jukebox Hero? Thank you, dude. Appreciate the support. More. UI. Exotic weapons, weapon balancing. That's pretty interesting. Warlock could use his Historian, Tenebrae, Damascus, Golden Rhino, Midas, Hungry Hog, Showstopper, Thompson, Tommy Gun have had their damage slightly increased. So MDR didn't get it increased. But Warlord did on the other hand though. That's gonna be fun, dude. Hakan got Slightly reduce damage and spread. Medved is so bad though. But they at least buffed it a little bit here, but they need higher damage though. The damage of high RPM weapons have been decreased. The M4, MP5, MP7 have had their damage decreased. Like, do they need to nerf MP7 more? Like, I don't feel like MP7 is a problem. Just missed the 1.3 MP7. They changed adrenaline, so you will get 2 seconds immunity to all status effects now when you pop a medkit. Adept got nerfed to only single stack, so rip the 5 stack. Rip skill gap kappa. Rapid would stop working. Interesting. Skills. Some support station fixed. They nerfed the turret modifier for PvP. 35%, that's quite a lot. I think that's good though. I mean, I don't feel like turret, unless it's the turret that shoots bullets. Like fire turret and shock turret, they shouldn't be about damage in my opinion. It should be about crowd control. They removed the sticky bomb detonation delay. That's nice. Would love to see sticky bomb come back. It's so fun to like watch or just play it, even though I didn't play it too much, but it's a really fun skill in PvP. So you can't use self-aid heal when you are firing your gun. I'm gonna die so much tomorrow when I'm trying to heal while ADSing and firing. So that's gonna take a bit to get used to. You can still ADS it though, but you have to stop firing, right? Agents will now be able to use pulse when the cooldown is over, even if the skill is already active. Not the biggest deal now though, but when you could stack a depth, that would help a lot. Make it even easier. Accommodations and patches, no thank you. Gear sets. Yeah, they reworked tactician a bit because of the 6-piece, right? Every bullet you hit enemies with adds 1% bonus skill power. Every bullet your deployed skills hit enemies with adds 0.2 bonus skill power. Because before, like, the turret would add the 1%, I assume, or 2, right? So they nerfed that. They nerfed defense as well, right? You don't have any skill mode. It will no longer remove critical hit chance from your weapon. SMGs can be equipped. Ballistic shield health is increased by 57% for every 3000 stam. That number though, 57. Hunter's Fate. Okay, I wonder how this set will be though. I feel like I'm a bit disappointed of it. Each consecutive shot with a bolt action marksman rifle that hits the enemy deals 3% more damage. The damage bonus is increased by 4% for every 3000. They couldn't choose, right? Is it 2000? They buffed defense. I think all in all it's nerfed, dude. That's what I heard. Because they lowered the health on it. Right, so you need to invest for it, I think. The bonus damage is removed once a shot misses a target up on weapon swap or reload. Like this is just so stupid, dude. Like if you miss, okay, you should lose it, right? If you have 6 speed, you can miss. You can miss once, but then you need to hit it, right? You get an extra chance with the 6 speeds. But that you lose it with weapon swap, reload, or after 10 seconds. Like 10 seconds, it's too short. God damn it, dude. Like they can take away not weapon swap, they at least reload and keep the 10 second, or at least make it like 20 seconds, because in PvP like 10 seconds is so fast. If you manage to stack it up to 100% while hitting all your shots, you should not lose it just because 10 seconds have passed and you have nothing to shoot at, because then you will never have the buff up. In PvE it's easy though, you can have it up all the time because it's a lot of NPCs, right? I don't like that. And I said that to them as well, but yeah. I don't think they like one shot the one kill I did. Every hit adds a self-healing bonus for blah blah blah. This bonus inferior. All the math, dude. Basically a striker, the 6 piece, which heals you. Wait, somebody calling me, dude. What is that number, dude? Every hit increases the bonus damage from striker battle gear by additional 1%. Missing shots drops the bonus damage from striker battle gear by 1%, and the bonus is reduced by 2%. I feel like everyone knows striker though. Reclaimer. The port station gains a 40% chance to have no cooldown trigger when it's destroyed by an enemy. This chance is increased by 20% for every 3,000 electronics. So basically you go 9,000 electronics and you have 100% chance to get your station back, right? If they destroy it. PvP modifier on defense it, causing it to require more damage down to proc in PvP. Yeah. Deadeye 6 Ps. Okay, global event. The support for future global event. I feel like we've gone through the most interesting stuff though. Go Pharaoh is now invulnerable while locked inside a glass room. How did you kill him before that though? What? I didn't know that bug. Increase the base rogue timer from 19 to 90 seconds. So rogue 1 is 90 seconds instead of 19. Survival. Let's see the survival changes, dude. Oh, look. Two changes. Fix the bug where the store menu would be available in survival. Wow. Fix the issue where completing a daily survival assignment would not give a notification. Survival save, dude. Saved. This is just bug fixes, right? Yeah. Last stand rank has been renamed PvP rank. Oh, they didn't patch. Yeah, that's true. The flare gun is not patched. Huh. Soon though. Yeah, here's some bug fixes. Add a new loadout name options. I would like to get more loadouts though. PC specific. Holy shit. That's it, huh? Yeah. I was really hoping for some buff to Hunter's Fate, but not yet, I guess. We got that 10% hair hot damage though. But yeah, I guess that's all the patch notes for today. Or for 1.8. Thank you guys for watching and have a nice day, and see you guys tomorrow. I will be live when Division will be live when 1.8 drops on Twitch. See you later. I can't say see you later.